just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking softly, slowing us down. Say less.
Stop the moment you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less. Say less.
Say less.
Stop the moment you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less. Say less.
Say less.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you.
Your sensation, my fixation.
Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you.
Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out. The 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Yeah, Darnold's going to change the play. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now they'll change things around before the snap. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Darnold. 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go quickly here out to Moore. Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
We go, set. Hey, set.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
We go, set.
They'll run with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth, it's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! 47. 26.
Now Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
Yeah! Here we go! Hey, kill!
Prescott. Targets Lamb on the comebacker. Pass is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Troy Anderson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Kill. Here we go, 46.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now Darnold wants to change it up.
Red 80. Red 80.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And now they'll shift things around. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Falcons at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Go set. At the 19-yard line. Yo, lady. Set.
Play action. It's Darnold. Out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yo, set. Go, yellow lady. Set.
Now it's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Into the hands of London. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. York able to send this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Prescott now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. And Darnold's going to change the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here we go, 46. Yeah!
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
A back foot throw there is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Troy Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Right back to Tolbert. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. 26.
Dowdle is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Darnold wants to change it up. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off of play action, Darnold. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chip-in. York able to send this one through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Here's Darnold. That one deep for London. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. This ball down the field for Pitts. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here we go, set. Set.
Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here we go, set. Red 80.
Darnold now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Darnold's going to change the play. Back to throw now on first down. That's brought in downfield by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now they'll audible to something else. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A give left side to Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah! Kill.
Here's Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go! Waiting! Here we go, kill! go 46. Here we go, going to 53.
Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They run here with Dowdle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Cowboys 17. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now it's Darnold. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Now Darnold wants to change it up. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Prescott. They still can't get it, and he'll just get rid of it.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott from the gun on third. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
No lady. We go side. Red 80.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. Again, that's Watkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They run the draw here with Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go, son. Wait, 80. Hey, son.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go, son.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now receiver in motion left. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Looking to throw. Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Kill.
Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Kill. Yeah, here we go. Like that. Here we go, 47, 26.
Prescott now. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. That goes for a gain of 31. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, so the Cowboys will go for two here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Oren Burks.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Now 2nd and 3. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Going for it all. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Kill.
Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Troy Anderson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Dak. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Fighting through pressure. His throw incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. That one deep for London. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sent to. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. I tell you what, I can't